What's good, YouTube? This is Tunchi. Just coming in to talk about this Kyrie Irving trade drama. Once again, Kyrie has requested a trade from the Brooklyn Nets. It's clear all he really wants is that max contract. I think he feels disrespected by Joe Tsai, the fact that he still hasn't gotten that contract, which honestly I can't really blame Joe, but it really does seem like he's cutting off his nose to spite his face right now. But right now it's looking like Kyrie is trying to get moved. There's only 1 week left until the trade deadline, so it's going to get pretty crazy. But yeah, I just really wanted to talk about where I think Kyrie should go, the teams that should really be pursuing him, and I'm going to start with I believe should be the number one destination for Kyrie, where Kyrie should want to go and where they should be trying to kind of move mountains to get him, and that's with the Dallas Mavericks, because right now Luka's playing out of his mind, is looking like a top 3 player, if not the best player in the league, and what he really needs is just a partner to go with, another dude who can get a bucket, another dude who can go crazy. So I honestly think Kyrie and Luka is probably good enough to get you at least to the Western Conference Finals, probably even good enough to get into the Finals. But I really do think that the Mavericks need to move heaven and earth to try to get Luka a running mate. And if Kyrie's available, you need to try to get him. Point blank, period. Like, you can't waste Luka's talents. You can't waste Luka's time. He's still young. It's not necessarily a waste. Like, a lot of the greats got until like year 7, 8 until they started winning championships. But if you can get Luka a running mate like Kyrie Irving this early into his career, you have to try to do it. And I know the worry right now is obviously it's always going to be Kyrie's mentality. It's always going to be you don't know if he's going to want to play. You're not going to know if he's going to want to stay. And you really wouldn't want to give up too much draft capital to go and get him, but you really have to do what you need to. You need to go all out with a player like Luka. So I would love to see Luka and Kyrie come together and do something like that. Would be amazing. But other than that, the second team I think that should be actively going after Kyrie Irving is obviously the Lakers. You know, the Lakers are going to be the team that's going to be connected to Kyrie. The closest they've been connected to Kyrie through the whole offseason. Quite frankly, they don't have much to offer, but if Kyrie goes and says, I'm not re-signing with anybody other than the Lakers, then he basically has the Nets over a barrel, because it's either they're going to let him go for nothing or have to take what the Lakers are going to offer, which is going to be probably like 2 first-round picks and Russell Westbrook, which is pretty god-awful, I'm not going to lie. I don't think anybody wants to see Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons on the court at the same time. I know that's probably KD's nightmare. Gucci, can you chill? Chill, dog. But, yeah, at this point, if Kyrie is dead set on going to the Lakers, there's really nothing that can stop him at this point. A lot of teams are going to be in the situation where they can really go and do they pretty much have to risk what happened with Kawhi and Toronto. And I don't know how many teams are going to really put forth a lot of draft capital to do something like that. But, yeah, the Lakers at this point with LeBron getting up there in age, AD, you really don't know how long AD has. He's super fragile. Like, it is what it is. It's time to maximize what they can do right now. Like, they really only have about 2 more years left, most likely. So if you can get a Kyrie Irving, you probably have to do what you can. You have to do everything you can to get Kyrie. So other than that, I would say the third team is probably Miami. I feel like Miami needs to shake things up. They have the draft capital. They have players like Tyler Hero who could be a little alluring to a team like the Brooklyn Nets. I think they're just really in a bad situation, but I can see Miami taking a stab at Kyrie. I think Kyrie would fit next to Jimmy Butler and what they have down in Miami. But once again, that draft capital is going to be really, really tough without Kyrie basically saying outright, I'm going to re-sign with whoever I sign with. Gucci, do not make a sound. I see you over there trying to bark. Don't do it. Anyways, Yeah, Brooklyn's in a bad spot. I think they're gonna have to blow it up. I think shortly after this, Kevin Durant's gonna be wanting to get moved. I really don't know what's gonna happen to that team. I don't envy that situation. I feel bad for you Brooklyn Nets fans, honestly, because you go from having KD, Kyrie, and Harding to it's looking like the ghost of Ben Simmons and probably disgruntled KD. So it's gonna be tough, Gucci. I'm telling you, don't bark, don't bark. But yeah, it's gonna be really tough out here for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good. But hopefully you guys can get something back for Kyrie, and I think KD is probably heading out the door as well. So maybe you guys can get some type of Rudy Gobert-like deal for him. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but maybe. Well, actually, you guys should be able to get that type of deal. I just don't know if Joe Tsai is going to be willing to do it because he's kind of stubborn. I'm not gonna lie, he's a pretty stubborn dude. But yeah, it kind of sucks for you guys. Not gonna lie. Hopefully, you guys can muster up some draft capital out of this. But yeah, it's looking rough. But yeah, once again, Kyrie yet again requesting the trade. It's just gonna really be tough to see teams mortgage their future for somebody who you really don't know wants to be out there. Like, I don't blame him for wanting to cash out, get another $200 million deal, but after the last few years, who's really going to be willing to sign him for something like that? I think there's going to need to be a lot of assurances in the contract for somebody like Kyrie Irving, and I just don't think he's shown the willingness to budge on that number. And yeah, let's see what happens. This is going to be a really fun deadline. It's going to be pretty crazy. I'm looking forward to the madness, but keep watching. I'll probably be putting more videos out there. But yeah, that's it. Thanks. See ya.